On February 18, 2012, 4 women came together at Vera House, a nonprofit agency in Syracuse, New York, that works to end domestic and sexual violence. They spent the day working on collages that reflected their experiences of domestic violence. At first tentative, they quickly warmed up to each other and began to share their stories. Together, they wept, and not just for their own pain, but for each other as well. Together, they laughed, finding joy in the moments shared. Together, they questioned, seeking to understand what has come before and what is ahead. Together, they explored, looking for a new way forward, a path that offers healing, renewal, and change. Together, they discovered, even though each of them had a unique experience, they realized they are not alone. Together, they found their voices, and together, they are breaking the silence.
I realized I'd lost my voice in this process because you don't feel as if you've got anything valid to say because you've been minimized, sneered at, you've had that taken away from you, and you just don't quite trust that you've got anything to say that anybody will listen to, so your voice kind of cuts off. But I've gone through a process of trying to find my voice. I'm finding it still. It's better than it was. And now I have to be, I feel, I have to be a voice for the next generation, for all time, to stop what's happening, the abuse against women, from intimate partners.
You have a right to be heard. You have a right to speak. You have a right to say no. You have a right to stick up for yourself. You have a right to stick up for your family, your children. So using your voice is important. Because if you don't use it, then how come people know you need help? And then I think a lot of times, people don't use their voice because they blame themselves. Well, was I not a good enough wife? What did I do wrong? Don't ever not use your voice.
My voice is basically that you have to speak loud. You can't forget what happened. You learn from what happened, and you ensure that the cycle doesn't continue. Because if you have children, there may be things that they've seen, and you don't want your kids to think that that is normal. Make it a learning experience for your kids, and ensure that it doesn't happen to them, to say that this is not acceptable.
Talking about voice, inner voice or my voice, to voice an opinion before wasn't a good idea. I learned to keep my opinions and my voice to me or not at all. But I've learned that that's not the way things are, and that it's okay to voice what you have to say. And my voice now is loud, and I really want to voice everything to everyone. I want them to know it's not okay to be in an abusive relationship.